Murdered. It's been 11 years. We're tired. You know, if we're tired, the families are tired.
Protesters gathered tonight where convicted serial killer Anthony Sowell's home once stood. They're upset that a memorial promised to Sowell's 11 victims has yet to be built. News 5's Joe PAGONAKIS takes us there as the group calls for changes that would speed up court proceedings as Sowell sits on death row.
COURTNEY, 11 families continue to wait for closure in the Anthony Sowell serial murder case. Today's protest held to remember the victims and call on the city of Cleveland to live up to a promise they say was never fulfilled.
Save our women!
The Imperial Women Coalition remembering the 11 women who lost their lives at this now vacant lot on Cleveland's east side.
Being here is, my heart is pounding. It's really powerful.
Demanding justice be served against Anthony Sowell, who received the death sentence in 2011 after being convicted of killing all 11 women at his now demolished Imperial Avenue home.
It shouldn't take 11 years to get closure on a serial murderer.
Ohio's 8th District Court of Appeals denied Sowell's appeal of the death sentence this past May. And now the Cuyahoga County Prosecutor's Office says Sowell is asking the Ohio Supreme Court to take another look at his case, claiming he didn't receive a fair trial.
And if every time a man kills a woman, he can continue to get appeal after appeal after appeal after exhausting the remedies, we'll never get closure.
The prosecutor's office says the Ohio Supreme Court will decide if it will once again look at Sowell's case by the end of the year, but says Sowell is then likely to start appeals in the federal courts.
I think we're still years off before an execution date for Anthony Sowell.
Meanwhile, women at the protest are upset these plans to create a memorial park for the 11 victims have so far not materialized.
The city of Cleveland ought to be ashamed of themselves that they're not taking an active role in this.
And concerned that overall domestic violence calls for help are up 80% at Cleveland's Journey Center for Safety and Healing since the COVID-19 lockdown started in March.
We can't tolerate violence against women. We cannot ignore violence against women or pretend that it's not happening.
And federal funding cuts, another issue brought up at the protest, with nearly $3 million in lost funding to Cleveland's Rape Crisis Center in just the past 7 months. I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe PAGONAKIS.
A big